Welcome to Timeless Takeover, your no BS guide to lasting anti-aging and longevity solutions. Hosted by Marissa.Method, founder of Timeless Skin and Wellness, this is your exclusive source for honest anti-aging solutions and elevated wellness. We offer a full-scope approach to beauty and vitality because at Timeless, we believe aging is optional. Serving discerning clients across Denver Metro and Northern Colorado, your transformation begins here.
Small intentional habits can transform ordinary moments into deeply nourishing rituals. Welcome, everyone. I'm Julie Schwenzer, co-host and producer with the awesome founder of Timeless Skin and Wellness, Marissa.Method. Marissa, it's so good to be back with you.
Hi, Julie. Yes, it's so nice to see you. Happy New Year, even though it's, the end of, it's going to be February in a couple days, but Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. What a storm most of this country endured, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm looking out a beautiful sunny window. So I've been enjoying the sun here in Colorado.
Marissa, please help us out. How can wellness rituals become sacred daily practices?
Yeah, absolutely. I love this. I think that we all overthink this idea of wellness so much, and we kind of skip over the idea of having sacred rituals that we appreciate, that balance us, that really make up who we are as a person. And with social media and all the outside influences, it's so hard to find our true, strong identity. And for me, it's taken most of my life to get to a point to where I finally am so confident in who I am, and the rituals that I practice are so much a part of that. Rituals and routine. I always think of these two words, and it's so much easier to be in a routine, something that you do consistently, something that you do every day, taking your kids to school, getting up and making your coffee. But a ritual is so different than that. A ritual is something that we practice with such strong intention, something that we do with boundaries, something that we do to elevate our daily experience. And when you involve the wellness world into that, it's something that's so important and so overlooked.
How can it become more of a sacred daily practice for somebody to, carve out that time and just ensure that they're doing self-care with intent and not just with routine?
Yeah. So how do we do this is so much, it's different for everybody. The answer would be different for everybody. But the things I tell my clients is take a step back from all the things that you think you have to do. Everybody's ritual is going to be different. For me, waking up every day and going to a community workout has become such a ritual for me. I look at these individuals around me in this workout class, and some of them just don't stop moving. It's like such a high intensity workout, and they don't stop moving the entire class. And I find myself having to take a break and stop and take a few deep breaths. And for me, sometimes I look at it as that is a strong ritual for me. I am always activating my muscles. I am always taking a deep breath and looking at how I can get my form better or pick up a stronger weight, and not to disregard anybody in that room. It's such a strong, powerful community. But for some people, it might just be a routine. They get up, they have their coffee, and they go to their workout class, and they're not really pushing themselves. They're almost just like kind of moving around, getting their morning movement in, and not looking at it as a strong ritual and something that is setting the foundation of your day, something that is almost like a meditation. Like I really find myself closing my eyes and really centering myself in my workout, and it's become a ritual for me. It's something that if I don't do, it really affects the rest of my day. And I think that so many people look at social media and they're like, this is what I need to do. The person that I'm following is going and working out 5 times a week, and they're eating all the right things. And no, it's all fake. What you're seeing on social media is fake. So it's so important to take a step back and find out what is going to be the ritual for you as an individual. Your ritual is going to be different than mine, and our routines could be different. Going home and opening a beer, or going home and opening a bottle of wine every day. It's something that I had to break as a habit, going home and having a couple of drinks to deal with my day. So for me, I realized that drinking on a consistent basis was a habit. It was a routine, but it definitely wasn't a ritual. It was something that didn't serve me. So just getting into that place as a human of elevating who we are, finding the rituals that serve us as individuals, and getting away from all the negativity and all the things we think we have to be on social media.
And how much would you stress consistency is important in these rituals?
Consistency is so important for everything we do. I always think of my sleep schedule. I am somebody who, as a business owner, is a people pleaser, and for so many years, I would see a client at 7:30 in the morning, and I would see a client at 7:30 p.m., and I had to set some strong boundaries for myself. And the one thing that is such a priority for me is consistency in my sleep. And I feel like, again, that's something that we overlook in society. So many of my clients come to me and say, I'm so tired. And I used to say, oh, well, we can give you these supplements and we can do all these things for you. And now I ask different questions. I ask, how consistent is your sleep? How consistently are you taking care of yourself? What are you doing for yourself? Are you going on walks? And often they say, yeah, I'm going on walks. I work in a hospital. I'm literally walking all the time. It's like, okay, that's a routine. That is consistency in your life, but that is not true taking care of yourself, you know? So again, it's taking an expectation from all of the outside influences and pushing that away and doing what serves us. And I promise, if you create consistency in your sleep amongst all other things, and what does that mean? For me, wearing an Aura ring, drinking alcohol, it was very visible that that was not serving my sleep. So just an example, whatever works for you, but sleep, consistency in sleep will change everything in your life. And if I go to sleep now an hour past what my body is used to, it really affects several days after that. So consistency as a whole, I think, is so important, but one main focus in consistency, sleep being the number one focus in your life, is going to change everything.
Oh, that's an amazing point. And going back to what you mentioned about influences of social media, I mean, what another important factor. How can someone personalize their rituals so they truly feel authentic about what they're doing with intention that is catered to them?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think for myself personally, I will be 38 years old this year. And this is something that I feel like I just recently have really strongly been practicing. And I had to really think about who I want to be, what I want in my life, who I want to be, what I want going on in my mind. And that was so influenced by what was going on social media, and I had to change everything I was looking at. A lot of people will do like these social media detoxes. And while I would love to do that, I have a business. People, reach out to me on social media. So it's not quite realistic. So for me, I had to unfollow certain accounts, even politics that I agreed with. And that's a big thing. I had to unfollow people that I agreed with, people I didn't agree with. I had to unfollow anything that was creating negativity in my mind, even if it was a family member who was posting things that I just didn't enjoy seeing. You can silence that person and they don't even know. So there's ways to control what you're allowing your brain to be exposed to. It's so important. Physically, we are judging ourselves. Everything starts up here. It's mental. It's what we're looking at, what we're seeing, the repetition in our brains. And social media is meant to give us repetition. It's smart. It's very calculated. If we start talking about something, it's going to flood our newsfeed with that thing. And the negativity that's going on in this world, it's so sad. There are very sad things going on in the world. There's so much that we cannot control. I think it's insane that people think that the world is a worse place now than it ever was. And that's not what's going on. We are just hyper focusing on things that are affecting us mentally in so many ways. And for me personally, I had to really take a step back and think, what do I want people to think of me? What is my priority? What am I trying to focus on in my life? And it definitely wasn't the things that were flooding my news feed. So I just had to reevaluate where I wanted to be and what room I wanted to be in and what people I wanted to be socializing with. And it's really changed my perspective. It's really made me confident in the things that I believe in. It's made me very confident in who I want to be as a person. And it's so toxic. People come in all the time. And again, when I ask these different questions and I was asking before, what's affecting you mentally? What's going on? And the things that are bothering them are outside influences. And so my approach is just different. Mental health is so deteriorated, and it's not going to get better unless we take control for ourselves. And we can do that. I started following literally accounts that are like positive news in the world. And when I see those things, I'm like, oh my God, it makes me feel really good when I see that, compared to some of the things that were not serving me and all these outside influences, including people that I really, really envy in the gym world, in the workout world, people that I'm like, oh my God, I love everything that she says. But I'm like, that's just a lot. I can't watch her because it's just too positive sometimes, you know? We want it to be real. We want it to be positive. We want it to be raw, but we don't want it to be too judgmental. It's like, oh yeah, I'm driving myself crazy just talking about it.
No, that it makes me think, yeah, it'd just be nice to set our filters just to look at cute puppies and funny things, and we'll be happier. Well, thank you so much, Marissa. And you look fabulous. So it's all working.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for helping us rethink the power of daily rituals, and also addressing probably for people the idea of what a ritual can be, and sleep and cutting back drinking or not drinking. I mean, what great tips. So
absolutely. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate you.
We always appreciate your insight, Marissa, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Invest in the best version of yourself. Call us today at 303-800-1821 or visit timelesssandw.com to schedule a consultation. Discover what it means to age with intention and elegance.